Choir Boys Cutlery. It's a little dark in here. The room sucks. I know it. 22 veterans a day in this country take their own lives. It's a number that we talk about every video. Vets, I love you. You have a place here. I'm looking forward to this weekend to where we announce our raffle and what all we got going on there. But I want you to know this, vets, more than anything, you have a place here. Don't fight this fight alone. I wanted to shoot this video from in here because Donnie's the one who gave me the flag. Remember, it's our flag of hope. It flew in Afghanistan. It flies here. And so, vets, just know this. You have a home here. We back the blue. We support Leo over here. Hey, do that, Scab. We don't break the damn law. And we support all Leo, corrections officers, wildlife, all of that. Finally, if you're an addict, never quit quitting. Well, we did our little ballistic knife today, and I'll tell y'all why I did that video down the road. I'll tell you the saga of D-Bad's 4-Max. Now, this is a 4-Max that I bought. I bought this 4-Max out of Salt Lake City, Utah. A guy happened to have one. I don't know if they're not making them anymore. I don't know. Everything, since Stick Guy took over is kind of up in the air. They've got the 4-Max S35VN, but this is the 4-Max from Italy. Now, personally, I like Italian knives. I always have. I always will. I hate the way this box opens, but it is what it is. Now, here's the deal. This 4-Max is for the most part brand new. I bought it from a guy who's a collector. You can look and see that it's never cut anything. CPM 20CV. I believe this is G10 here. Just a slab of steel. Huge, huge chunk of steel. Okay? Now there's a whole family. This is like the great-granddaddy, the granddaddy. And then you've got like the 8010. You've got the 4-Max Scout, you've got the Ultimate Hunter, and you could probably throw the 8015 in there, all in line and all descended from this. And this is just a beast of a knife. Now this one's for the most part, it's brand new. This one's going to D-Bad. A couple weeks ago, y'all know, well, about a month ago, Donnie loaned me a 4-Max. He said, man, get used to it, play with it. I love the knife. Keep it as long as you want. And so I did. I did a video on it, enjoyed doing it, loved it. Absolutely loved the 4-Max. So 2 weeks ago, on a Thursday, just like now, 2 weeks to the day, Thursday morning, I got up and I was getting the knife ready to ship to Donnie. He's going to ship him his knife back. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to carry it one more day. I just had a couple errands to run. And I thought, I'll carry it. When I get home, I'll box it up and I'll send it to him. Matter of fact, I might have messaged him and said, hey man, I'll get this out to you tomorrow. No rush, Gab, whatever, I trust you, but cool. So I go to the Haunted Ass Church to pick up a check. On the way back, I stopped at Winn-Dixie, Walgreens, and I stopped at Clay County, the old jail, the old courthouse. Took some pictures from there. I didn't use the knife, didn't do anything. Come home, fought with the dogs, got in the door, put my stuff down. So as it was going, I was thinking, man, I really like that 4-Max. I like it a lot. I wonder if I could find one. So I did some research and I reached out to another guy in the community, not really in our community, doesn't really have a lot to do with us, but he's a knife guy and he's kind of in tune to cold steel. So I reached out to him and he goes, brother, there's a guy in my group who has one, and I wanted the CPM 20CV from Italy. I just like those knives. I have 2 other cold steel knives from Italy. And see if I can put hands on one. I may can, may not can, I don't know. Yeah. Here's a CPM 3V SRK, beautiful knife. And now, this is a whole nother video. I've got to do a whole video set on my SRKs. I've got 2 or 3. But I said all that to say, and I've got a Storm Watch or something, some kind of little pocket knife from Cold Steel, CPM 3B, that I like a lot. So he said, man, I got a guy in my group, he's got one he needs to sell. He told me the price, I was like, whew. But I knew they were expensive. So I said, all right, man, I'll get with you. He goes, well, he wants to sell it quick. And I said, well, I gotta think about it. So as I'm thinking this, I thought, man, let me go ahead and box that knife up. So I reached in my right pocket, pull my knives out. Formax wasn't there. I thought, well, So I felt down here in my left BDU pocket. There's a big knife. I said, there it is. Reached down, and it was the dang Raja 2. Left pocket, not there. I didn't really panic. I thought, well, it's in the truck. And I go out to the truck, and it's about 9:30 or 10 o'clock at night now, and I look through the truck, can't find it. And I thought, last place I've been. And I remember putting it, like sitting it up on the door, in and out. So I shot straight back down to the Green Cove Courthouse, the old courthouse, which is known as a haunted area. It really is now. Does that kind of stuff bother me? No. I mean, if it did, I wouldn't do the haunted ass church. But I thought, I parked away from everything. I didn't park in a parking lot, so I'll go down there. It's probably right there. And then the thought crossed my mind, it may be at the church. Well, I live an hour away from the church. And it's Thursday. I got to be there Friday. I thought, okay. So I go back down to Green Cove Courthouse, Green Cove, the old jail. You can Google, actually, if you Google the Green Cove Springs, County, Florida, old jail, I think Ghost Hunters did an episode from there. I actually went in that thing one time and there's a dummy that's hanging out the window like he's escaping. When I went in, I forgot the dummy was there. I seen that thing. It seen me. I screamed and hollered and turned around to run. And I hit that steel door so hard there's a crack in the concrete. Like to kill my damn self. That's neither here nor there. So I go down there and I look around. And I see these little boxes on the picnic tables, and they're these EVP things, right? So if you were part of that ghost hunting group, there wasn't a ghost. That was me doing ghost sounds there for a while, and then I stubbed my toes, so that was me in the background cussing. Just so you know. Couldn't find the knife. Didn't really panic because I thought it's at the church. It's on my desk at the church. I remember dropping it there. But I get home and I thought, you know what? So I messaged the dude. I said, hey man, will you take X amount for the knife? Thinking he's going to say screw. But he said, yeah man, yeah. So I went ahead and ordered it. Because I thought, in my heart of heart, in my head, I thought, it's at this house somewhere. It's at church, no big deal. And the price I shot him was pretty good for me. He said, yeah. And then I thought, this dude takes my money, I'll ride right to Salt Lake. But that's neither here nor there. So, long story short, I PayPal him the money. Next morning, get up, go to the church, and as I'm at the church, the guy messaged me, hey man, I've already mailed it out to you to be there Tuesday. So while I'm at the church, walking into church, I messaged D-Bad, hey brother, I went ahead and bought me a 4Max. I'm going to send you the newest one. Now, I did that not trying to be deceptive. I as a favor, I thought he did me a favor. I said, well, shoot, I'll do him a favor. And it's not that the one he sent was bad. So he goes, man, that's the dude. It's already done. I said, it'll be probably Tuesday before it gets in. I get it in the mail. All right. So I go to church. No, it's not at church. Now I start to get this sinking feeling in my stomach. And I thought, good job, Scab. So on the way home, I stopped at with Dixie. And of course, they just look at you like they're scared to death to speak, so it wasn't there. So I come home, and this whole week was been tumultuous. My plan was to put it in the mail, get D-Bad's number, and call him and say, listen, brother, this is what happened. I'm sorry, but I've made it right. Because the only thing you can do in that situation, from the bottom of my soul, my gut, is, and it wouldn't matter, especially being D-Bad, especially if he'd said, man, you're the only guy I trust to do it. I'm like, but somebody that's willing to stand behind you and all that, I thought the right thing to do before any of this other was to give him the newer knife. So I thought, but I'm going to wait to do that, not to see if the knife turned up, but that way if it's in the mail and it's gone, he wouldn't say something like, well man, it's probably at your house, just wait. And no, I wanted to do the right thing, put it in the mail. So life got crazy, right? So this past Wednesday night, I'm gonna make this pretty quick. This past Wednesday night, on the way home from work, now I've lost, I think, a total of 25 to 30 pounds. Everything's going good. The other day, I blew out. Well, I didn't blow it out. I pulled, strained my bicep. I got a big bruise right here. Then Wednesday at work, I go to throw a bag with my right arm, and my rotator cuff popped. And I'm just like, and this happened last time. Last time I started to lose weight, and everything started clicking and popping for me. I got hurt, and that's when I put on 60 pounds. So I've told y'all before, because of some of the addiction, because of some of the stuff, my highs are high, my lows are lows. So on the way home Wednesday night, the truck starts acting up, and I mean the transmission. And y'all have heard it along and along, but y'all just heard snippets. But Wednesday it was like, and I just had a meltdown, son. I ain't too proud to admit it. I just had a meltdown. Punched steering wheel, punched the damn dashboard, broke the rest of it, which it barely has a dashboard. I just lost it. Got my little tantrum out, and I come on home, looked around the house one more time. I thought, you know what? This was Wednesday. I thought, you know what? I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to wake up. We're going to get a fresh perspective. I'll go ahead and text Donnie, get his number, tell him what happened. He's a good dude, and since I'm doing the right thing by telling him, one, and two, I've bought a new knife. It's coming to you, man. My bad. I understand if you never send another one, but I want to be up front with you. You know, that kind of thing. Yesterday morning when I got up, and I swear to God this happened. I'm sorry, that was all Tuesday. Tuesday night I had a meltdown. Yesterday when I got up, it was like, I just, in my head, I watch that video. I watch Mikey's video. I do that about once a week. And when he got to the part where he said, everything is going to be all right, I just had like it's hard to explain. It's like a relief, a wave come over me, right? About halfway through the day, the only other person I'd said a word to about this at all was Jimbo. My guy Jimbo, he lives across 16 from me. He said, what are you going to do? And I told him. He said, well, that's about all you can do. So he wanted to see the horn beating knives. And I said, dude, if I'm out and about, I'll throw them in the truck. I'll come in. I'm thinking, I'm not throwing them damn things in the truck. I'm not throwing nothing else in the truck unless I'm going straight somewhere, straight home. So I left the house and run to the store. On the way back, I pulled into Walgreens. And I walked in and I explained to the little girl, I said, hey, 2 weeks ago, I was here, I lost a knife somewhere, did anybody turn one in? We go through the whole rigmarole, and she checked everywhere, and bless her heart, she did an A1 job. Now, before I got out of the truck yesterday, I looked down in the passenger's foot thing there and grabbed my propel. Y'all know, no scab's gonna have him a propel close by. I looked down in the floorboard, and I had just vacuumed it. It was clean, everything. This only thing was in it was a drink. Right? So I walk in. She said, no, sir, it's not here, but I'll keep it. I said, okay. She said, are you okay? I said, yeah. I said, she said, was it expensive? I told her, and she like to fell over. She said, let me look. And I said, no, honey, it's not here. Right? It's God's honest truth. I go get in my truck, crank it up. And again, in my head, I heard Mikey's voice, so everything's going to be all right. This is God's honest truth. I looked over in the passenger's floorboard. And this knife right here, this 4 Max CPM 20 CV from Italy, right here, this knife, the one D-Bad sent, was in that floorboard. At first, when I got out of the truck, I hopped out, and I kind of got excited, and I said, now I'm not going to get too excited because I thought, Scab, damn it, you're going to lose another one. I thought it was the Medford. Now, do they look alike? No. But at a glance, in the shade, the coloring, honestly, they're both gray, and I thought this thing had flew off the thing. I thought it was this, and I went over there, but as I walked around the truck, I put my hand in my pocket. My med was in my pocket. I never take it out. You say, Scab, why you tell us all this? Because everything gonna be all right. It's the small things that matter. I love y'all. God bless y'all. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm going.